Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
Who listen?
Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
Alright.
Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to my little. Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
It's the water.
All right, y'all. So welcome to a little tea time. It is Friday, and we have officially made it to the weekend. Um, I just want to thank everybody for being a part of this week, for the shows this week, for everyone who was watching the shows this week. I want to just tell y'all again, thank y'all for everything that you've done. Um, first week of the first first week of the 5 year anniversary of Coming Full Circle. So that is still in full swing this week. And I just want to really thank my guests who have been a part of these shows for the month of November, because it's a really big deal for me starting this journey that I've done. Um, I see that my guest is already sending me a message. Let me know when you're live. Yeah, we're already live. If you're watching this right now, Toya, we're live right now. So I'm basically replying to your message like right now. If you're watching right now, Latoya. Um, so my guest for tonight, and I'm very excited to have her on tonight. Um, very good friend of mine from high school. She started her career as a writer, and she is now the owner of her own business and her own platform with Daring to Be Different. Toya, if you are ready, we're gonna try and work some magic to get you on. Forgive me, y'all, but I'm replying to her message like right now as we speak. So y'all already know who my guest is. She's one of our own from right here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Um, a good friend of mine's, a good friend of y'all's. Y'all know who I'm about to bring on. So if y'all are ready, we're gonna try and bring Latoya Mosley on. Okay, so Toya, if you're watching, I need you to go to the bottom of your screen and look for. I'm gonna be trying to add you on bring someone on camera. Just be looking for the cue for that, Toya. I'm finna try and bring you on. Toya, are you watching the show? I don't know if you're watching the show right now. I'm trying to bring you on the screen if you're out there watching right now, Toya, because we are live right now on air. While I am waiting for Toya to come online, I want to remind y'all about the next pop up shop I'm doing November the 20th over at the Hive. It's going to be from 1 to 6, and I definitely wanted y'all to come on out and support us at the Hive on November the 20th from 1 to 6. I see that my guest is ready and she's here, so I'm gonna try and bring her on camera now. This is her actual book, you guys. If y'all have not purchased her book yet, y'all definitely should want to get into The Girl Who Made a Difference. And there she is. Hey, girl.
Hey,
How are you?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me on your show this evening.
Thank you for being here. So before we even get into the fun stuff, y'all, this is one of my best friends. This is one of my best friends. We've been friends since I want to say 2006.
Don't be taking no years off.
How long we been? We've been friends for a long time, girl.
Probably about 5.
2005. We've been friends for a long time. So as y'all know, this is literally one of my best friends. We met in high school, Woodline High School. Shout out to Woodline. Whoop whoop. Um, and I published my book in 2017, and she shortly published her book after that. So I have been watching this girl grow this brand. I have been watching her behind the scenes going mad, going absolutely crazy. And tonight I am so honored and I am so blessed and I am so grateful to have you on my show tonight. Um, as you could tell, I was telling everybody about the book before we even got you on the air. Because I support her as a writer. I support what she does, and I believe in her vision with The Girl Who Made a Difference. I believe in your vision of the Daring to Be Different brand that you started. This platform that you created is so fucking awesome that I wanted you to come to my show because I know right now you're in Kansas.
Yep.
So I want you to just talk to the people, let the people at home know a little bit more about you, more than I do. But let the people know about you, let them know about your book, let them know about your brand, let them know about all of the fantastic things you're doing.
Great, great, great. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Latoya Mosley. I am currently an author, a certified life coach. I am the founder and president of Daring to Be Different, where we make a difference by using our uniqueness. A little bit of background about me. I am originally from Shreveport, Louisiana. I currently reside in Wichita, Kansas. Soon I'll be coming back home. So I want to kind of let y'all know about what I'm doing here, some of the things that I'm going to be bringing back to my hometown. When y'all updated with that, but I'm coming. So, Daring to Be Different, first project is my book. It's a children's book. It talks about bullying, and it talks about how she went through what she had to go through, but she used it as a motivation and as an inspiration to make a difference. And by doing so, it changed the heart, it changed the mindsets of the people that she encountered. So it's an amazing book. Just talking about how you can use your uniqueness and how your uniqueness is enough to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
The organization, Daring to Be Different, our mission is to empower, educate, and encourage the youth to be the best that they can be while building self-esteem and self-confidence, knowing that your differences is nothing but your uniqueness. And when you learn how to embrace your uniqueness, you're doing just what you need to do to make a difference. And so that's the whole mission of the organization. We do have multiple services that we offer. 2022 is about to be the year. We got a lot of things in store. We have an anti-bullying program. It's a 7-week session. Currently, we're offering it in person. In the future, we will be doing virtual as well for people in different states and cities who wants to be a part of it can also join. It's starting in Wichita, Kansas, but it's not going to just stay here. Eventually, we're going to be international. We're going to be all over the world. Y'all going to know who Daring to Be Different is. Not me, but you're going to know the babies and what we stand for. We do have workshops that we do every second Saturday of every month. We have a support group that we offer every fourth Saturday of every month. Our book clubs we offer twice a month. We will be having our first summer camp in 2022. Looking forward to that. Very exciting. And And we just got a lot of things in store, a lot of things that's coming up. We're about to have our first karaoke fundraiser here in Wichita, Kansas, November the 20th.
Yeah,
So, I'm going to have to bless y'all with my voice.
yeah, I saw your flyer, and when you sent me the flyer, I started sharing it so I could help promote it. So I'm very excited about that for you guys out there, and I'm ready to see. I want to see how that turned out. So I
Yes,
definitely want to help you
we
promote
may
it.
be going live. I may have someone going live. If not, we'll have pictures and stuff. It's just an opportunity for the children to come out, for families to come out and have a good time. Bless us with your voice. Even if you don't know how to sing, you might not even know the words to the song. But we get to have fun, acting silly, because that's what I like to do.
Yes.
So,
Well, I wanted to talk about your book, The Girl Who Made a Difference. Being that I read your book, I know some of the details that I wanted to just kind of share with our viewers. I know that in your book that you used a lot of scripture. So I know that your book is very much a church-based book that you tied into personal, our real lives, dealing with bullying on an everyday basis. Um,
right.
where did you get the idea to come up with your book?
Honestly, it was written by God. I was just a vessel being used. The same suspense that you would have reading the book was the same suspense I had writing it. And so I completed it within a month's time because of the suspense that I had, because I really wanted to know how it was going to end. Um, with God, his word is true. It's
Hmm.
always going to be true. It's always going to stand, through his word. That's where we find our encouragement. That's where we find hope. That's where we find our identity. It's the blueprint as we go throughout life. And so when we understand who we are and our identity in God, and we understand when things come our way, we don't have to take it personal, because it's not against us, but it's against who lives in us, which is Jesus Christ. So the enemy brings forth attacks because of the God in us. But when we learn that and we learn our identity and we learn how to operate in the spirit, we know how to embrace our uniqueness and use it for our good instead of letting it be for our bad.
Yes, I love what you did with this story because the baby in this book, she didn't understand what bullying was until the more that the story kept going on, she started understanding what it was.
Right,
And as grown-ups, we don't know what bullying is because someone will say, well, your shoes shouldn't look like that, or your clothes shouldn't look like that, or your hair shouldn't look like that. We don't see that as a form of bullying. We just see that as you just talking about my clothes or you talking about my shoes. But the more that we continue to dig into the psyche of it and the world, the way the world is set up around material things and how we can become such materialistic people, we can see how things like that can transpire where bullying happens every single day. We see this every single day, not just on a kid level, but even as adults. We have adults bullying adults. So
right,
I was excited about this particular book because you were telling a story that needed to be told, and the way that you told it, no one can tell it the way that you told it. And I was excited about this story because we have to be able to have these hard conversations. We have to be able to sit down and talk to our children and let our children know, hey, look, this is what's going to happen when you go out in the world. There are going to be
right,
people who are going to talk about you and are not going to like you just simply because of who you are, not because of what you wear, not because of how smart you are, not because of how beautiful you are. They're going to simply hate you just because of you being you. And
right.
I love the fact that you made this story so personal where it got so deep into it where you even had the parents that you were talking about in this particular book. The parents even had to be on some level had to be held accountable.
Right.
And I love that this story even went into the church ministry because you took it to the church ministry where it needed to go. And you did such a fantastic job setting a tone and creating a world where this world is not just a fantasy that you created in a book. This is a real world that we live in every single day. And I'm not saying this because she's my best friend, y'all, because she is my best friend. I'm saying this as a person who knows the real person. I am very proud of this story. I'm very proud of you having the courage to step out on faith and really telling this story in a way where you can connect with other people.
Right.
I know that you started. Well, we talked about a little bit about the Daring to Be Different nonprofit, but let's just talk a little bit more about the Daring to Be Different nonprofit.
Okay, so daring to be different. What inspired me to start daring to be different? It goes back to my childhood. Uh, a lot of times as a child, we really don't know our purpose in life. We really don't know our identity. We only know what we're told by our parents or family. But what do we do when what they say don't meet up with what we feel or what we want to do or what we desire? Um, so as a child, it's like, well, I have to do this because my mom said it, or I have to be this because my dad said. But they never really take the opportunity to ask themselves, well, what do I really want to do? And so as you get older, as you begin to experience life, it's like, okay, I'm over here with this group of people, but don't nobody look like me. Or I'm over here, but I don't fit in. And so just on a search looking for something, not knowing what you're looking for, not knowing that your uniqueness is really what you're looking for, but you're not going to find your uniqueness looking outward. You're going to find your uniqueness looking inward. So this thing that you have created, this thing that only exists in you, is what you call your uniqueness. And in order for your uniqueness to be known by other people, you have to take a look inside and you have to figure out what their uniqueness is. You have to figure out who you are, and you got to embrace that. When people don't accept you, when people don't agree with you, when people can't see the vision you see, they don't understand it, you still have to have the courage to step out and embrace your uniqueness, because they don't see it. They don't understand it because it only exists in you. And it'll stay in you until you embrace it and bring it into the earth and introduce it to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So, daring to be different, when you think about truth or dare, if I tell you a truth, then, okay, truth is what it is.
Yes.
But if you dare me, that means I got to have some type of action that comes behind it.
That's
And so with daring, it's another word with courage. So in order to be different, when all eyes are against you, when don't nobody look like you, don't nobody understand you, they don't accept you, you have to have the courage to be you, whether they accept you or not. And so in that's what daring to be different is about. And in doing that, they're learning identity, they're building self-esteem, they're building self-confidence, because if you know who you are, you can say what you want to say about me, but it's going to roll off my shoulders because I know who I am. And so not having that confidence, not from a place of arrogance, but of confidence to know I know exactly who I am. I know what I want. I know what I want to do. I know what I'm after. And I'm going to go for it, and I'm going after it, and I'm not stopping because this is what I want. This is a part of me. So basically, that's what daring to be different is offering children, youth, parents, because it's a lot of adults that haven't even captured this, and they're still on the search trying to figure out, well, who am I? What is my purpose here? What is it that I want to do? Why am I on this job, but I really don't want to do it? I'm just here for a paycheck, or I really don't want to be here, but I don't know nowhere else, because that thing that exists only exists. And so daring to be different, we are that bridge to pull that out, to bring that to the light for you and help you walk in that journey. Children and adults, community, people, all. It's a message for all of us.
Yes, I love that. I love that. I see that right now some of the viewers are starting to comment. Aiden, thank you for watching. Kevin Smith, thank you for watching. We love you too, King Brother. And he sends his congratulations to you, Toya.
Thank you, Kevin. I love you. Mwah.
Um, so I know that you wanted me to partner up with you with some things that we were going to start working on with next year. Did you want to start telling the people about that tonight?
I can share brief. We will keep you updated with it. But if you have a passion to write, if you've always wanted to write a book, whether it was a book of poetry, novel, fiction, nonfiction, if you ever had a passion to write or have a story to write, we will be bringing a program called Purposeful Writing to you in the near future, where you have the opportunity to work with me, and we will write this book. We would do what we need to do, get it illustrated, and then once you're done with me, or should I say while you're working with me, you will have the pleasure of working with my lovely friend Jared, who will walk you through your Kindle, will walk you through editing, formatting, and publishing. So by the time you graduate from this program, you will be a published author.
I'm excited about this particular program. I've been staying up to date, checking the emails that you've been sending, and just staying on top of stuff. I actually think I finished that stuff like ahead of time because I wasn't doing much. I was like, let me get on this because I want to be a part of this, and I totally support it because us as people, I'm not gonna say just black people, but as people, we should be in these spaces where we want to tell our stories. We should want to be able to inspire people with our lives and let people know that we're making a difference just with us doing something positive. So I'm
Right.
definitely I'm looking forward to being a part of Purposeful Writing. I know that you're saying that you were going to be partnering up with a particular brand to for your t-shirts.
Yes. So we are doing a fundraiser with Custom Ink. Through Custom Ink, you're able to purchase one of our Daring to Be Different shirts. This is what it's gonna look like. We have a couple of options, but this is just the Daring to Be Different shirt. On the back, it will say, I am a difference maker. We got t-shirts, we got long sleeve shirts, we got pullovers. So you can purchase either one of those. They are different prices, but you'll be able to see it. I will be posting it on our business page. On my personal page, I will be promoting it. But if you would like to support Daring to Be Different and what we're doing, if you would like to floss our shirt around, letting people know you are a difference maker, that you're doing something positive to make a difference in the community, in your life, in the lives of people you surround, please support us. All proceeds will go to Daring to Be Different, to help us to move forward in our programs, to be able to offer these programs free to families who are interested. Also to put on different events in the community, trying to bring some positive things back to the community for our children to get involved in, because apparently it seems as if the streets are the only ones that will accept them. So
Hmm.
I'm working on some different projects to bring some things back to the community, to get the children involved, to let them know their value and their worth, that they're loved, that we support them, that we're behind them 100%. Again, right now, currently in Wichita, Kansas, but it will be coming to Shreveport, Louisiana real soon. So, Shreveport, I ask that y'all support, get on board. If there are some things that, ideals that you have, some things that you would like to see in the community for our youth, reach out to me. Y'all still can support. Y'all still can be a part. And so again, Custom Ink. You can go. I will post the link. You can go and purchase a shirt. Also, if you would like to donate on the website, Um, Daring to be different. That's DARING. The number 2, the letter B, different.org. You will find all the information you need on there where you can sign up to volunteer. You can contact me if you would like to donate. The t-shirt orders will also be on the website by tomorrow. So, kind of what it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was excited about you doing this particular show tonight because I know that soon you're going to be coming back home. And I wanted to kind of help you get the ball rolling with just working in the community here because this is our hometown and we can just start getting the ball rolling with just people wanting to come into what you're doing. So I was excited tonight because I wanted to help you just kind of set your platform here with our home base here in Shreveport. And there are people that I'm beginning to work with, Jadidra Williams, who does a lot of things with she works in mental health. So she works very close within the community, and I would love to partner you up with her, because y'all could definitely be of a good assistance working hand in hand. And I was so excited to see all of the positive things that you're doing that when you said you wanted to bring them back home to where we're from, I said, okay, I got to get her on my show. I got to get her on my show because now what you're doing is not only just touching the people of where you are now, but now you're bringing that home. So we need to have the ball rolling here in our community here where we can let people know, no, she's from this area. This is where she's from. And she's right. And because she's from this area, let's have the people in our community talking about her before she even get here. Let's see what we can do for her before she even get back here. Let's see what the team that we can start formulating now. Then when she gets here, she can have a team that's already formed, and she'll have a host of people who are willing to say, "Okay, I've been hearing about what you're doing on Facebook. I've been seeing what you're doing on your particular page. What can we do for you here in Shreveport? How can we be of assistance here?"
Yeah.
So I'm so excited to see that everything that you're doing there is about to move here. And I did not want to let this opportunity go by without me interviewing you on the show. I need
Thank
you to do this show.
you.
Yes, yes, yes. I love you so much, sister. That's why I need you to do this show because I believe in what you're doing. I stand by and I approve everything that you're doing because we have the future in our hands. And because we
Right.
have the future in our hands, we have to take every moment of every day that we can to make a difference. We have to be beacons of light, not only just for ourselves, but for the children that we are now bringing into the world. They're going to inherit this once we're done here. So we want to leave a foundation for them, something that's solid, and they can carry on and they can continue to make a difference in the way that they want to.
Right.
So you've made a difference in my life as a person because you've been there for me. You supported me every step of the way with me doing everything that I've been doing. And now I want to do that for you. I want to pay that same homage back to you by letting you talk about everything it is that you're doing and literally trying to get you as much support and get you a team as much as I can. So, for everybody at home who is watching this, I definitely would love for y'all to try and get in touch with Miss Latoya Mosley. If you are definitely interested in working with her, working with what she does at Daring to Be Different, I definitely would love for y'all to get in contact with her. If y'all cannot get in contact with her, y'all can get in contact with me, and I will shoot her any messages. I don't know if anyone else is going to get to watch this later, but if y'all get to watch this later and y'all have any comments, definitely leave your comments for the video in the video. Definitely want to send any messages. Y'all can contact me directly in my messenger and just let us know how we can continue to push and grow and promote this brand with Daring to Be Different with Miss Latoya Mosley. And um, I know we really talking more about the business, but let's just talk as people. Let's just talk as people. So,
Hey.
um, I don't know, cause right now I don't, cause we just talked like right before we did the show, so I don't want to start talking like fake stuff. But, um, girl, I'm happy. I'm so happy with everything that it is that you're doing, and because we don't see us doing this. We don't see people of color. We don't see black and brown people. We don't see anything positive that comes out of our community. I'm so happy that you are one of the people in my life that I can definitely say if I need to call somebody and talk to somebody about something, I can call her. We can
Uh,
have some genuine, sincere fucking conversations where we can be like, look, bitch, I need to tell you this. And you can hit me back and be like, look, bitch, I already know. Just let me tell you how you do this. You know what I'm saying?
I-
And these types of relationships are the most valuable relationships because we're not only just friends, we're also professionals now. And I did not know that when I met you that this is where our life is gonna be. Um,
Me either. I thought
I
I was
think
just be going around just kicking you in the butt and getting on your nerves and saying, Jerry, let me hold your jacket. Let me hold your hat. And being a
I wasn't
bubble.
gonna say that about that jacket, girl, but you bought it.
You know I stay cold.
She does. Now, y'all, now because she bought up the jacket, y'all, we're gonna talk about the jacket. I had this I had this red and black jacket that I had wore. I had probably bought this jacket for a dance or something that they had at school. And after I had wore the jacket to the dance, I was just wearing just to school. And she asked me one day, she said, let me hold your jacket, I'm gonna give it back to you. Me being a good friend, I was like, yeah, you can hold my jacket. Gave him my jacket. I ain't seen it since. But I still love you, girl. It wasn't even about the jacket. It's because you're my friend. You're
I
my
know,
friend.
but that jacket, I can't tell you where that jacket is now. It's been so long ago, but it kept me warm. I remember that part.
Amen.
I was warm.
Well, as long as you was warm, honey, I did my job as a friend. I'm good.
Yep. We had a lot of fun times.
Ooh.
I am actually the quiet friend. I'm the innocent friend. I'm the peacemaker.
She ain't
I'm
lying. She's not lying. She really is the peacemaker. She's the one that holds and keeps the shit together. I'm the person that's the problem. I'm the person
yeah.
that if it's trouble, I'm trouble with the capital Trouble.
I'm not with you.
They was like you and Addie and Chelsea and Chandria. Girl, because it was probably about 20 of us. Um, we all, because we all met on that same lunch schedule. Like we all met at breakfast. And then after we all met at breakfast, we all met on the same lunch schedule. So when we met on that same lunch schedule, like, look, such and such got into it in PE. Well, we all finna be into it on lunch from that one person in PE.
You so silly.
Those are the best times in my life. Those are the best times in my life because I didn't realize how shy you was. I really did not realize how shy you was. Like you was so shy, it scared me. I was like, girl, I'm gonna need you to, hey, scream, do something, let us know you're here. But that's it. And like literally one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life, one of the kindest people I've ever met in my life. And you're not the type of person you don't have anything negative to say about people. You don't. But When you do
Oh,
speak, you speak with such confidence and you speak with integrity and you speak with such honesty that you'll know a person without knowing them because you can speak on a situation so fucking well. And what what kept me around, I was like, cause I was so offbeat. I was the one that y'all was like, I don't even understand why y'all saved my friend because I was so fucking crazy in high school. I was so crazy.
yeah, you
Like,
was. Actually, you still are. You got a
yeah,
little bit, but you still.
it's still
Mm-hmm.
up there. It was at a 20 in high school. It's at like a 5 now.
I ain't gonna say all that. We might be at 18.
Okay, we just went down 2 notches.
Mm-hmm.
I'll accept
Yeah.
that in the spirit of truth. I'll accept that in the spirit of truth because I know I wasn't gonna completely change. Um, but I fell in love with your
You know,
spirit. Go ahead.
I was just thinking as we was talking about that, I would love to bring a community Sadie Hawkins stand
Mm.
because Sadie Hawkins used to, now I ain't dance. Now you get me in the bathroom, we go duck off, go to the bathroom or somewhere where ain't nobody was around. I'll bust a move or two. But I wasn't get on that dance floor in front of everybody. Everybody couldn't see me dance. According to everybody, I don't know how to dance. I'll sit there and I'll shake my legs and I'll be bobbing my
Mhm.
but I wouldn't get up. I wouldn't get up. But Sadie Hawkins was so much more than just a dance.
Yes.
It was so much more than we got to dress alike. Uh,
Yes.
just embracing our friendship, our relationship. It
Yes.
was, it's when we value, we have morals, and I feel like we've lost that. So I
Oh,
think that'll be something that we can bring back and really enjoy.
yeah. I like the idea of a community, Sadie Hawkins. I like the idea of that. That's a really fantastic idea. I think that would be a good look too, because it wouldn't be just a kid thing. It can become a family thing where
Right,
families can be in unison and they can come out and we can have fun and we can love on each other and we can communicate with each other and even in situations like that, like say your kid has a problem with my kid and we're all just all happen to be at this event together as adults we can sit down and we can actually talk without there being a fist fight behind
right,
our children. But we can sit down as grown-ups and just say, okay, this is the situation. My daughter told me, da 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 da. How can we, as adults, how can we address it without it being, well, your daughter da 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 da, and my daughter da 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 da. Like we have to be able to sit down and have intellectual conversations where something
right,
productive comes from it. So I
right.
definitely like the idea of that.
And even with that, like I say, with Daring to Be Different, I'm starting with the youth, but it's for everybody. Even with my babies in the program, if there is an altercation or whatever the case may be, we don't fight, we don't name call, we don't disrespect. I bring them in. One of you got the floor, the other one be quiet. The other one say what they got to say. The other one be quiet. Then we come up with a conclusion. Because
Hmm.
my thing is, I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you how to cope. So whatever you feel like you need to say in this moment, get it out. Because once I close this, it's a wrap. I don't want to hear nothing else about it.
Hmm.
But we're going to end it on a good note to where we won't have to hear anything else about it because everything has been put on the table. We done. You said what you had to say. Y'all going to shake it up, dab it up, hug it up, whatever the case may be. And then we're going to go out there and we're going to continue to have fun. And
Right.
that's what we do. I don't entertain it. So even with that, when they know you don't entertain the mess, they know they can't come lie and this. No, Miss Toya gonna bring everybody involved in a room. And it's not no he say, she say, they say. No. Whatever you got to say, you're going to say it in front of everybody. Because what I do know is, if you lying to me, you ain't going to lie in front of them.
That's it.
And so it removes a lot of unnecessary things and allow us to actually get to the root of it, handle it like it's supposed to in a positive way, so that we can have a positive outcome. Because
Right.
a lot of times it's petty anyway.
Yeah, and instead of creating a bigger problem, we're creating a solution instantly.
Right.
And at the end of the day, what we need is unity amongst these children, because as we come from a generation where we fought. We fought. We weren't trying to, I don't want to hear your solution. I don't want to hear the answer to your question. I don't want to hear, put them hands up, bitch. Let's go.
Yeah.
And because we come from that generation, like even when we was in school, I remember when we was at the lunch table one day and somebody had threw tater tots at our table. Our whole table, we all got up. We was like, look, if y'all throw one more tater tot over here one more time, we all finna be in here fighting behind tater tots. But that's just how we were in school, though.
Right.
That was no understanding of, like, why would you continue to throw tater tots? Like, that's childishness. But we understood what it was too, because it was so cliquish in school. Because we all had our little cliques in school. But being that it was so cliquish, like our cliques, we ended up being in class together. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like it'll be two of us from our clique, and we all in class, in one class together. And we'll walk out of class and we'll be texting each other like, bitch, you know she just got a two with such and such. Like, bitch, we be in the hallway with class over. It ain't even over yet. It just started. And it will go on from there. I remember that was like this big fight. And it was hair everywhere. It was like all these girls had a fight. And I ain't gonna call nobody name because I don't even remember nobody's name. All I remember was we was in that damn courtyard and I had seen somebody tracks that had got snatched out, and it was like hair was everywhere. I was like, man, these are wow. And somebody literally picked up the girl hair and they had started jump roping with the girl hair. It was hilarious. It was the craziest shit I ever seen in my life, but it was just like there was no solution. And we understood, like, no, we finna get in this blend. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, because everything you said it. And because you said
Right.
everything you said, now let's just get it in. I don't want to talk.
But we was taught, though, back then, we was taught to, not saying that it was right, but we was taught to, somebody hit you, you hit them back.
That's it.
Now, you fight, they ain't even fighting, they're going to get guns, they taking lives, and over petty stuff,
Right.
you know, and it was more of supposed to be more of a, know how to stand up for yourself, don't let nobody push, don't become a pushover, not do it for fun. Like,
Right.
I've had fights. I
You
ain't had it.
you had a fight, not quiet, girl. Not the glue that held everybody together. I don't believe it.
You had to push me.
Mm-hmm.
I took a lot. You had to push me. But I didn't have a lot of fights, though. I had some. I
know you had fights. I'm just being dramatic, girl. Because you were a sweet girl. You're just a sweet, kind person.
Oh. Yeah.
So I can see with your particular search, because you're a sweet person, you're a kind person, you respect everybody across the board. You don't give a damn who. They can be an alien with green skin, purple eyes, yellow hair. You care about people. And I knew that when I met you in school. I knew that when I met you in school. I was like, that she gonna be one of my friends. I need you to be one of my friends. I don't even know how we even met. It was just we just met and we just stayed friends. And then not only that,
I
like
think
I
you
was
invited me over one day. It was either at breakfast or lunch. Cause I think you had invited me over to y'all table one day. You and Shawty and who else? I think Tashawn used to be at the club.
Tashawn used to sit at our table. It was a bunch of us. Shantae. It was a bunch of
Yeah.
us. Cause it wasn't just our particular class. We had like sophomores and freshmen in our table. And then even senior year, when we were seniors, we had sophomores, juniors, and freshmen all at our table. Like our community kind of grew as we grew.
Mm-hmm.
So we had so many different friends, like just in those. I was there for 3 years, but in the 3 years that I came there, I felt like I had gained so many new people in my life because I came to that high school from Bird. I was just a little dude from Bird that came in, and I was different. So when I got there, they was like, "What school you come from?" I was like, "Oh, I went to Bird." They was like, "Oh, he gonna be one of them smart boys from Bird." I was like, "No, I'm really just a cool dude. Just got kicked out of Bird."
Right. That's how
And,
I ended up there.
like no one really knew why I ended up at Woodland. Like true story, I ended up getting kicked out of Bird my freshman year because I had a fight, and I got kicked out of Bird after my freshman year. And they told me, they said, you can pick any school you want to go to, but you will not be coming back to school here. So they told me I could go to either Booker T, to either Fair Park, or to Woodline. And I was like, okay, I got cousins at Booker T, and I got cousins at Fair Park. I want to go to school where nobody knows me. I wanted to
Look,
be, I wanted to be just a total person that no one knew. So when I came into that school, I literally just came in and it's like, nah, I'm just Jared. I'm just Jared.
look. Now that you say that, because I got kicked, that's how I ended up at Woodlawn too. I got kicked out. But speaking of bullying, that teacher bullied me and got me kicked out of school because that teacher pushed me. And I hit him back. And I got kicked out.
How we grown and changed. How much we
Look,
have grown and changed.
I ain't even realized that teacher bullied me, but that's what happened. I got bullied and got kicked out
Ain't
because
that
I was
nothing?
defending
The teacher
myself.
bullying a kid, when teachers are bullying children, they create them circumstances and then they wonder why the kids go back and shoot up the entire school because it's been a teacher that's been bullying them the whole time.
Yep. Nobody is exempt. Everybody has been a bully and everybody has been a victim of a bully.
Hey man, I ain't gonna tell no lies. Not gonna tell no lies. I've been on both ends. Cause we did a lot of stuff. We used to do stuff just to intimidate folks.
I didn't. I wasn't in it.
You didn't. You weren't a part of it. It was some of us that did. I used to remember I used to carry my pocket knife to school and everything. I
I
used
ain't
to
gonna
carry a
tell you
whole
about
pocket knife.
this.
I didn't care. I was like, man, I ain't from over here. These people don't know me. I gotta leave here. I gotta go home, and I don't know what's gonna happen when I leave out this property.
Right.
So that was such different times because we didn't realize how different things was with bullying and with like gang fights. Like one person will be a target. One person will be a target, and it would be like 10 people fight one person. They be like, damn, wow. Like it's like, nah, that's my friend, and my friend fight. We all gonna fight. I'm like, but your friend is the person that has that beef. What do you have to do with that beef?
Right.
So the way that we are now, we have to be mindful of when our kids go into them school buildings. I speak as a person who's an uncle. So when my nieces and nephews go into these school buildings, I don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen when our children go into these schools, and we have to have something in place where we can let these kids know, like, look, but what you're doing with Darren to be different. You're giving these kids opportunities to come in and say, hey, look, this what he said. I don't like what he said. The other person can say, well, this what you said, and I don't like what you said. Now, once we get to that particular space, how can we get it where y'all gonna still have to see each other, no matter if it's middle school for 3 years, high school for 4 years. You're gonna still see each other. You have to be able to deal with each other and still respect one another, because we don't see that no more.
Right.
We really don't see that. Like, it'll be kids coming from one high school to another high school, and they'll just be, well, I don't like you. But you don't know me. You
Right.
don't know me.
And that's the thing too about being different. Uh, our difference is, yeah, we are different on the outside, but what's on the inside is what makes us different. But a lot of times people look at us and they automatically size us up before you even get to know us.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of times it be miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
What I have learned as I've studied, as I move forward with daring to be different, you will never know what mental state a person is in.
That's
And
it.
so bullying, I can simply say, "Ooh, I'm getting tired." But if a person is there and they going through whatever at home, they got low self-esteem, they already angry, it's gonna be a trigger to them, even though you may well just saying it out to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be a trigger to them because of the mental state that they are in. A lot of times people are going through mental trauma and emotional trauma and nobody knows about it, and you can never know unless they share it. But even when they share it with you, you really don't know the intent of it.
That's it.
So what I teach my babies is, if somebody tell me, oh, I don't like your hair, well, you're beautiful. Because what I do know is, you may have said something negative to me, but I said something positive to you. And positive is always going to push out the negative, because whatever you was dealing with when you said what you said to me, for whatever reason you said it, I had to say something kind back to you to make you feel good about yourself. That I
That's
didn't
it.
respond in a negative way. Because if I would have said, oh, me, let me be real. You don't like my hair, and your point is. But
That's right.
that type of response would have escalated the situation,
Right.
because they would have had something else to say back, and then, we got this going on, we got all this going on, and then it's going to lead to something more, when all I had to do was say something kind to you
And that's it.
to
But
shut it down.
see, we don't know how to practice that. We don't know how to be kind to people because no one taught us how to be kind. Now, you know me, I'm the most outspoken person on the fucking planet. And I had to come to this place in my life where I was like, you know what, Jared? Maybe you could approach that a little different. Like, I've learned from you that you ain't always gotta be ready to jump down somebody's goddamn throat. Like, you taught me that. You taught me, like, Jared, you ain't gotta be ready just to jump down somebody's throat because they said something wrong. And killing a person with kindness, that's something that we have to really practice a lot, just in the world. We have to learn how to kill people with kindness, because you really don't know what a person is going through. Like, I go to the grocery store, and it could be people in the grocery store, and they could be working, they could be having the worst day. But I learned that, like, just be kind. Just be
Right.
kind. What you can say can literally affect and change someone else's day, just with your presence, just with your energy, just with you just being nice. Not just,
Right.
well, this is what's going on in my world and da 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 da, but just literally just how you doing today. You doing all right? Okay, and even if they having a bad day, well, God bless you anyhow. God bless you.
Right.
Just encourage. Just it's literally just saying them type of things to people can literally turn someone's day around. And you'll never know. That person can be ready to quit their job. Like this can be the day where I'm like, look, when this shift is over with, I'm going in, I'm hitting that clock and I ain't coming back. And just that kind word can be the thing that can change a whole person's day around. And they'll give
It
them a
does. It
it
does. I
gives them
had to learn that I didn't really think I was doing anything. I was just being me, and for the ones a couple of others who really, really just know me, know I'm a goofball. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. And so some may tell me I'm too friendly, but whatever. So when there's been times where I can simply walk in the door like, hey, how you doing?
uh-huh.
And they be like, hey. And, we just joke and laugh. And they was like, you don't even know. I was upset today. You don't even know. You have such a beautiful smile. Your smile just brightens up my day. And that's when I begin to, as people begin to give me feedback, I began to kind of learn me. I began
Mhm.
to learn that was a part of me. That's just who I am.
And it
I'm
is.
always on, hey, if I can help, that's what I do. I don't
It
think
is.
about it. I just do it because it's who I am. So it
Yeah.
helps me to operate in me. That's my identity. That's my uniqueness. When you talk to Toya, hey, yes, I've been a bust out of dinner two-step for you, just being silly. Don't a
Yeah.
lot of people know I rap. I don't rap, but I think I can rap sometimes, you know?
But it's what it is though is because you have such an infectious spirit. You're such an infectious personality that when you walk in the room, same as me, when you walk in the room, your energy greets people before you greet them. And then once they actually just, because you the type of person, you come in the room, you just warm. You're warm. You're never cold. You're warm when you walk in the room. So when you're warm, everybody in the room has to warm up with you. No one can
Right,
be cold in the room. And I enjoy that because I see that like your presence really does like and that's anyone. Your presence really has a power to change people. That's good or bad. If you having a bad day and you come around me, I'm not the friend that you're gonna be having a bad day around because I'm like, look, what's wrong? We finna change it. We're gonna fix it. We gotta do something about it. But with you, you finna make them laugh. That's gonna be the first thing they finna do. They not gonna be sad. They not gonna be mad. I remember some days I used to come to school and I used to be just over it. And you be like, nope, nope, nope.
now say, honey, let's
Hey,
get it. We bust a move or something. We finna do something because you finna smile. You
right.
cannot be around me frowning. I don't
So
accept.
yeah, it was like meeting you and meeting the friends that I met when I came to Woodland. That changed the whole trajectory of my life because coming from Bird, I was an outsider. I was such an outsider. I even stayed across town, so I was such an outsider that when I got there, I was just this little geek from Bird. But y'all, the people who started to get to know me, that's like, shit, that's just Jared. Like, he actually cool as fuck. He crazy as shit, but he cool.
Mhm.
But
Yep, they get out there with their head on that dance floor, baby, and can't tell you nothing. I had to.
let's just say I was way
Ah,
too old to be dressed the way I was in school.
baby, you had that pimp daddy hat walking up in there. Oh, and the stunner shades on.
Man, baby, I was
Everybody.
like I was like 34 and shit. Just too much was going on.
Look, then I've been to drag you over there in the corner. Okay, I think I want to dance a little bit. Come over here. Block me so I can.
Yeah, it blocked you out. So I'm like this with a coat in a corner, so nobody will see. I'm looking around like, Girl, you good. Don't do your dance. You good. I got you. Oh Lord, those are some of the best times in my life. But
Yep.
now here we are, all these years later, and you're a published author, and you're the owner of Daring to Be Different, and you've done all of these wonderful and positive things. I am so grateful as a human being to have you in my life that I can call you my friend. And we have, like, for y'all who know, like, if you got them that one or two friends that you can really have some real conversations with, she's one of those people in my life. Like,
Oh,
we might call each other. It might be like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we'll go in from 1 o'clock and turn it to like 3. But in those conversations, we literally worked out a lot of things that we needed to talk about. We've set up some new things that we've been wanting to start, and we literally just healed a lot, or we talked about some things that just needed to be said. So I can't not imagine you not being in my life.
oh,
You become one of those people in my life, and I have a lot of people that I call friend. There are a lot of people that I call friend, and I'm grateful for every single last one of y'all, because y'all all have some special place in my heart because of the roles that y'all played in my life. And for me, I cannot imagine what my life would have been if you would not have been a part of it, because y'all kept me on the ground. When I tell y'all kept me on the ground, y'all kept me on the ground when I was gonna lose my mind sometimes, but y'all kept me on the ground. I see Chandria is watching. Hey, Shun. I see Shatira is watching. Hey, Shatira. I see Mark is watching. How are y'all? How is everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in. Um, I'm so I can't say I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I'm
yeah.
blessed that I was a beacon of light for you, and that you were a beacon of light for me. And this girl has been there for me when I'm talking about I'm at the bus stop and I need a ride home from the bus stop. We'd have been through a lot together, and I'm so happy that I have you in my life as my friend. And now that we're doing all of the positive things that we're working on next, I can only see this only going further. I can only see our friendship not only growing stronger, because we already have such a strong friendship, but the things that we're about to start doing now, all of that same energy as being friends is going to cross over into us just doing the things that we do professionally. So
Right.
I am such a fucking fan of you.
Oh,
I'm such a fan. That's why I wanted you to do my show, and that's why I wanted to celebrate you tonight, because it was so important that we have to celebrate us. We have to celebrate us. And not only that, women, black women, doing what you do, I had to get you on my show. I had to get you on my show because you, as a woman, black women, they don't get a lot of their credit like they're supposed to. Black women do not get their flowers the way that they're supposed to. When I see how you have been such a strong force, you're a dominant force, and you don't back down. You don't back down. And to see how you have taken this brand and what your brand is continuing to go, I can only, only say I'm so grateful to be a part of this journey with you. I'm so grateful to see how all of this is going to continue to flourish.
oh.
So, um,
I
before
want
we
to say this.
go ahead.
Um, what you said is important. Regardless of what kind of relationship you have, whether it's with a mate, friends, family, part of building identity, building self-esteem and self-confidence, especially when someone feels like they're worthless, like they don't And I'm just going to share a little bit about this so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from when I say what I'm about to say.
Okay.
But I was me, but I didn't know who me was. I did things that was normal to me, but I didn't really feel like that was an identity of me.
Mm.
And so through your encouragement, like I say, through other people's feedback, it didn't determine who I was, but it shined the light on who I was for me to see. I know you. I have 3 best friends. You, Shatar, and Tiffany. We all been friends for 15 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
There were things that I didn't feel like I had no worth. Myself, I didn't feel love. I didn't know how to love myself. But it was y'all that encouraged me. When I felt like I was the weakest link every time, that I didn't feel like I overcame nothing. I felt like I had it hard and I always just had to fight my way through. And what I thought was weak, y'all seen as strength.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all used to tell me, it was like, you're one of the strongest persons we know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? When I go through so much, when I've been hurt so much, when I've been abused so much, how can I mean that much? Or how can I even be an example of that to anybody?
All right. Because I see where you're
But
going.
but it helped me.
Yes.
Even with the book, I've always wanted to write a book. I knew I was going to write it. But you encouraged me because you believed in yourself enough to step out on faith and do it. And so when I seen you do it, I was like, maybe I can. When I wrote the book, I didn't know how it was going to come out. Didn't know how far it was going to go. I've been sitting on Daring to Be Different ideas for years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just now manifested because it took me to learn my identity, but also believe in myself, believe that I was enough to make a difference. And that's why Daring to Be Different is so important to me, because I had to learn my uniqueness. I didn't feel like I had nothing to offer anybody.
Mm.
Now, all I got is me. And that's
it.
what you're going to get. But I had to learn me in order to give people me. And so building self-esteem and self-confidence and Daring to Be Different, that really kind of sums it up. So if somebody is special in your life, if you appreciate them, because you never know where they are emotionally or mentally, but if you share one kind word, say one to somebody, lift them up, encourage them, I dare you to do just because we need to hear it sometimes.
That's
So
it.
that's what I
So,
wanted to say.
can you tell people where they can find your book?
The book, you can go on Amazon. The Girl Who Made a Difference by Latoya Mosley, and you can purchase it. It's either paperback or Kindle. Also, you can purchase it on the website at daringtobedifferent.org. And yeah, those are the 2 locations right now where the book are. Future places to come as we get that in place. I will keep you all updated. Also, if you want to stay updated with Daring to Be Different, there is a survey on my Daring to Be Different Facebook page. There are surveys on the website. If you would like to stay involved, whether it's mentorship, whether you want to volunteer, become a donor, however you want to support and become a part of Daring to Be Different family, you can do so either one of those ways. You can reach me via email, phone, messenger, Facebook. Ain't hard to find and ain't hard to reach. But I would love to hear from you again. A lot of things coming to Wichita, Kansas for 2022. But Shreveport, Louisiana, get ready because I'm also in the making of bringing all of this and more to Shreveport, Louisiana. So I hope that y'all are ready for what is about to come. Hope we can get back to it takes a village to raise a child in the community. Come together as one. Let's put our uniquenesses together and make a difference and give our children something to look forward to, because that's what I'm gonna do. If I have to do it by myself, I will. I'm willing to stand alone, but I don't want to stand alone because I can't do it on my own. So please tap into your uniqueness. Know that you are enough to make a difference. Reach out to me. Let's partner. Let's connect. Let's talk. Let's have some fun while we change our community and make it a safe place for our baby.
And with that being said, I don't have anything else to say, but thank you so much to my beautiful best friend, Miss Latoya Mosley, for you being here tonight. I'm about to fix me something to eat because I'm hungry. And
Hey.
and I need to go to the store and get my pecan sandies because I need my pecan sandies. And I'm gonna get back to my little work night, but I definitely want to thank you for your time and your energy and your support. Shout out to my nieces Ariana and Grace. Uncle loves y'all. And I want to just thank you again for everything that you do, darling. We gonna talk tomorrow because I know we can talk, and when we talk, we talk. So we can talk tomorrow. But I want to just thank you again to all of my viewers at home who are watching this around the world. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And as I always say, after every show, be great on purpose, not on accident. The future is now. Until my next show with a little tea time, I am Jared, a king among men. Thomas on Facebook. Jarius Dion on Amazon.com. That's JAJRAYISDEYOND. I love you guys as always. Miss Latoya, you have a great night, my beautiful sister. I love you guys. Until next time, this is Jarius Dion. I am out.
Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
Ready?
Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
Who listen?
Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
All right.
Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to Lil. Welcome to my little. Welcome to Lil Tea Time. Welcome to Lil Tea Time.
Hey, Mom. Love you.